So we have our questions. Of course, we are looking at mixtures. A trader mixed grade A of rice costing 120 per kg with grade P costing 150 per kg, 150 per kg. If the cost of the mixture was Kenya shillings 138 per kg, find the ratio in mixed grade A to grade B. Now, you are going to do like this. You are going to assume, let us assume that he mixed in the ratio of X to ratio Y. And then we have just grade A, and then we have grade B. So let us assume that he mixed this grade in the ratio of X to Y. Now, what is the cost of grade A? Grade A was 120. So we're going to have just 120 here. To grade B, what's the cost of grade B? Grade B was 150. Grade B was 150. Now, the cost of the mixture, we're going to take just these ratios as the number of kgs. All together. So we're going to take the ratio here, X, as the number of kgs. So we're going to take, let us give X times 120. So 120 times X plus 150 times Y. So 150 times what? Times Y. Divided by the total number of what? Of kgs. Ratios or kgs, because we are taking about these ones as what? As kg. So it's going to be what? X plus Y. So what was the cost of a mixture? The cost of a mixture is? What's the cost of a mixture? No, it's here. What's the cost of a mixture?
138.
138. So we're going to have 138. Just like this. So from here, we're going to do what? Cross multiplication. So we're going to do cross multiplication. Let us work from here. So if we're going to take X times 138, what do you get? 138X. 138X. Plus Y times 138. What do you get? 138Y is equals to, we're going to have just this. This is 120X plus 150Y. 150Y. So from here, we can correct like terms. So we have 138 and we have 120. So 138X take away 120X is equals to 150Y take away 138Y. So what do you get? This 150. So here you get
18x.
This is 18x. 18x is equals to, if you take away
12y.
So 12y. From here you can divide like this. We're going to take 18 divided by 12. So we take about 18 divided by 12. And here we'll take a y, which is here, we divide by what? X. So we're going to have divided by x. If you simplify here, what do you get?
6.
If you simplify here, you are going to get what?
2 over 3.
So you are going to have just 2 over 3. So it's equals to y over what? Over x. So the question is, we say that we want the ratio in A, ratio what? Ratio B. And A is just what? 120. So we're going to start with that of x. We're going to start out of x. X ratio y is equals to what? Is equals to 3 ratio what? Ratio 2. Have you seen what I've done?
So we divide 18 and 12 in 3 over 2.
3 over 2. So it's just 3 over 2. So it was 3 over 2 is equals to y over what? Over x. So this means x ratio y is equals to, you start from here because we have started from x. So it's going to be what? It's going to be 2 ratio y. Ratio 3. Have you seen what I've done?
Yes.
So if you cannot do just the easier way, which we have done, then you can use this. Have you seen? After all, when you do like this, then you can get like 3 marks. But I've said the simplest way you can do it, the simplest way you can, so the simplest way you can do it, I have said you are going to arrange it. So we have grade A, and we have grade B. So what's the cost of grade A per kg?
120.
120. So we're going to have just 120, and the grade B is 150. So what's the cost of a mixture? What's the cost of a mixture? 138. Then you are going to take away. If you take away 150 minus 138, what do you get?
12.
You get 12. And if you take away 138 minus 120,
18.
18. So we are going to have 18. 18. So in this, hii inachukua ya hapa. Right together. And this one just take the one which is here. So we're going to have A to B. That's the ratio which we want. So we're going to have what? 12 ratio what? Ratio 18. If you simplify, the ratio is going to be what?
2.
It's going to be 2 ratio what? Ratio 3. And that's how it is. Right together. So we want to change these questions. We assume that we're going to give what we call the profit. We're going to assume that he made a profit. So let I show you the way we are going to do it. So we're going to assume he made a profit of 150. No, he made a profit of 50%. So 138 is equals to what? Is equals to just 100%. What about 150? We're going to assume that he made a profit of what?
50.
Of 50. So what will be just the selling price if he's going to make a profit of 50. So what's the profit? So it's just 150 times 138 divided by what? Divided by 100. So what do you get?
207.
207. 207, just this is Kenyan shillings. So we're going to make this question like this. I want us to change. A trader, you are going to write, but before, after we have rectified it, or we have modified it. A trader mixed grade A of rice costing 120 per kg with grade B costing 150 per kg. If the cost of the mixture was this one. So we want to say if we sold the mixture at a profit of 50. So we're going to start from here. If he sold the mixture at 207, so Kenyan shillings, 207, making a profit of 50%. Making a profit of 50%. Making a profit of 50%. Find the ratio. Find the ratio. He mixed the A and the B. So we have modified the questions. And now the question read, a trader mixed the grade A of rice costing 120 per kg with grade P costing 150 per kg. If we sold the mixture at Kenya shillings 207, making a profit of 50%. Find the ratio he mixed the A and what? And the B. So this is just what? This is the selling price. 270. 207 is what? Is the selling price. Here we have what we call the profit. So we're going to take 150%. 150% represents what? 207. So what about 100%? What about 100% can represent what? All together. If you do this, all together. Before you do the questions, when we have a profit or we have a loss, we must get 100%. So just the original cost of what? Of a mixture. All together. So we're going to have, if you multiply, what do you get? 100 times 207 divided by what? 150. So we're going to have what? Of course, it's just the initial answer which we had.
138.
138. So this is just the original cost of what? Of the mixture. When you get now 138, then you start now the original procedure which we have done. All together. Are you seeing what we have done? Yeah. So again, this question we can change. Sometimes you can given the ratio, and then you are being asked about the cost of a mixture. You can given the ratio, and then you are asked about the cost of what? The cost of a mixture. All together. So let us modify the questions once more again. Let us say, a trader mixed the grade A of rice costing 120 per kg with grade P costing 150 per kg in the ratio 150 per kg in the ratio 2 ratio what? Ratio 3. Find the costs of the mixture. Find the cost of the mixture. When we are going to given the ratio, let I repeat again. When we are going to given the ratio every time, just we assume it's just the number of kgs. All together. So the cost of a mixture, is equals to what? Is equals to. Now I've said this ratio we take as the number of kgs. All together. So we're going to get 120 times what? Times 2 plus 150 times what? Times 3. Divided by the total number of kgs, which is just the total of the ratio, which is going to be 2 plus what? Plus 3. Plus 3. What do you get? It's just 138, isn't it? So 138. Have you seen what we have done? So the equations can be twisted like this. Can you be able to think and you know what you are calculating? Can you calculate this? Can you copy this? I'm going to give you just other questions. Copy.